Hello, hello. Thank you for checking in. It's Tuesday, terrible Tuesday. So let me say hello to you. Let me say hello to everyone. Allure Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Thesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip Chandler and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie. Ooh, there's you too. Angie Tomlinson and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Azure Yusuf and the Creme and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimmis and Joe Barney and Red Stapler and John McCain and Sam and St. Clinton and Blair Cooper and Brett and Terry Sue and N1QOV and Wing Doggy and Boot and Swede and Jay Dahlman and Cosmic Joe. Thank you for checking in. Let me make sure I haven't missed anybody. Hello. Hello. And thank you guys for all the help with the computer stuff yesterday. So far, so good. Nothing's gone wrong today yet. So far, so good. We'll see. I may be sending emergency tweets later. I don't know. Wing Doggy says it could be an extension that was installed. Yeah, I don't know, Wing Doggy. Marcel says, we've heard the solutions, but we don't know what the root cause is. I want to know what the root cause is. Yes, I agree. While I found solutions on the internet about resetting the TCPI stack, obviously I don't know what I'm talking about. I found solutions. I never found a reason why this happened and what is actually happening in my computer to cause that. Hi, Thesis. Yes, but I have found that other people had this problem, so I don't know. But I have a feeling that it might happen again, so to be continued. Anyhow, hi, Boot and Swede. Sorry, Boot and Swede, but thank you for asking. Hope you're well. Glad you're alive. David Jones says, why won't she let anyone go remote into her PC? Maybe she has trust issues with strangers she meets on the internet. Marcel says, I wouldn't trust you with my PC either, David Jones. You know you're up to no good. Plotting. Plot. Wing Doggy, I don't know about temp files. I don't know. Thank you, Boot and Swede. You guys are funny. But you were very helpful yesterday, so thank you, everyone. And I had a note. Doctors. Oh! Before I get too far, I want to remind, well, not remind, but tell you, I won't be here tomorrow for Wednesday. I have a doctor's appointment, and I'm not going to get back in time. Sorry about that. But I will be here Thursday. But I just want to give you guys a heads up for tomorrow. Yes, it will be humpless day. Hi, Linda. Thank you for checking in. Great to see you, my dear. Yes, so hi, Linda. Oh, Linda, I was just telling everyone I will not be here tomorrow. I have a later doctor's appointment, and I will not get back in time for the show. So I'll be here. So no show Wednesday, but I'll be here Thursday and Friday. So just want to let you guys know, and I'll post a Twitter about it too later, but. Yes, yes, humpless day. No hump day. But for some of you, for some of us, that's almost every day. Why can't I have a hump day every day of the week? Why does it just have to be Wednesday? Thank you, Linda. So, oh, but you guys are funny. Tisa says he has band rehearsal on Thursday. This one time at band camp, this guy named Tesis. Wooten says he needs to get a dog. Yes, a dog would be very good. A pet would be very good. They'd give you lots of love and attention. Linda said she just got back from bingo, and even though there was only 8 people there, she did not win. Damn it. That was 25 cents that she was counting on. And Linda says it wasn't even 8 people. David Jones says, are cats tamed or merely domesticated? No, David Jones, they're just patiently waiting for an opportunity to pounce. So how is everybody doing? It's another bright, sunny day here in California. Though a little cool. Marcel says 6 people playing and you still didn't win. Now that's a really terrible, traumatic Tuesday for Linda Polly. David Jones says cats will eat you if you don't feed them. Well, in that case, you better feed that cat, David Jones. It's about like, it's been like 69, 68, 70. It hasn't been hot, hot. Ah, Marcel, ba-dum-bum. I can't repeat that. but that's a good one. Aha. Wing Doggy says that the weather in Missouri was crazy today. In the morning, it was sunny. Then in the afternoon, around noontime, they had 45-degree winds and pea-sized hail. And now in the late afternoon, the sun is out again. Okay. So. Hi, Teasus. No boot and Swede. No mass murdering. So, hi, Teasus and Bootin over there, and anyone else watching on YouTube. So, so just reminding everybody, no show tomorrow. I'll say that again before I leave. And yes, so far so good. Computer is working today. No problems today, but I'm waiting. I did more research and I found more solutions but still no one didn't find any reasons why it's happening and what it's actually causing to fail in my computer, but I found solutions, so I don't know. And Tisa says he's got band rehearsals, but at the end of the month they're going to be going out to play. Where are you going to be playing, Tisa, in your band? What areas do you know? Any general areas? That's awesome. We're very excited about that. Or will you be in just one place? Tisa is going to be playing around the tri-state area. So are you going to be like different nightclubs and stuff, and do they have bookings already, or is somebody working on that? Or like supper clubs or private events? Which is New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. And Thesis, is there a band website or a way for anyone who's interested to see your upcoming dates for your band tour or playing? Do they have a website or anything like that? Thesis says they're going to be playing in rock and roll clubs. Because if you have a website, we'll definitely let everyone know if anyone's in that tri-state area. So that's pretty awesome, Thesis. So Thesis says he's excited about it. Yes. Well, as soon as there's some sort of website or something or page where people can find out your upcoming dates, Thesis, please let me know so I can tell everybody, tweet about it, etc. Put the news out for people to check you out. We're very excited for you. So, thank you, Thesis. That's awesome. Wing Doggy says, for trivia today, Carol Burnett is 83, and Chernobyl happened 30 years ago. That's good. So, though I don't know if anybody's noticed, or it seems is it just me, or does it seem like to anyone else? Does it seem like a lot of people have been dying lately? Like, I mean, there's people dying every day, but it seems like in the newspaper, it seems like not just Prince, but there were like 3 singers who died like yesterday and the day before, and some of them obviously not as well known as Prince, but there was like a famous Broadway singer. There was a guy who I believe he was like 90 or something, or 83. He was the guy who sang "Me and Mrs. Jones." There was I mean, in the last couple months, I don't know, does it seem like a lot of people have been dying? And well, yeah, a lot of people in the music industry and in the entire entertainment industry, but it just seems like more than usual. Marcel says every second someone dies on the planet. Yeah, that's true, but it just seemed like an unusually large number of people had been dying in the past couple months in the entertainment industry. A lot of people were like had their own, smaller pieces of fame. People like the guy who sang Me and Mrs. Jones, and a lot of people who are well known, but not, at the level of like Prince or stuff like that. But so it must be a coincidence, yeah. And shockingly, Prince, with all of his huge amounts of music and money and all the different things he was involved in, had no will, which is pretty surprising for a guy with so much going on. He had one sister and I believe 5 half brothers and sisters. And Marcel says second day. Oh, today is the first day for crying. Well, thank you, Marcel. Yeah, it's surprising that somebody like Prince, who you would think, he's got people working for him and managing stuff. You would think if anyone had a will, somebody like Prince was like been famous and made millions of dollars. So. So his sister, apparently what I read is and something's being said every day. There's a lot of rumors, obviously, because that's selling papers right now and websites. But apparently all of his brothers and sisters and half brothers or whatever, they're all in accord and planning on just dividing everything, whatever there is, equally. So hopefully, as far as I've read, the sister has filed a motion to be like the executor, and that the other and listed the other ones as equal siblings. So, which is good. It's really ugly when people, fight over money after something like that. So it's good to know that they're all very close and just being equal and stuff like that. But it's very surprising. You would think, and especially since Prince was somebody who controlled, his image, and he was very, he controlled his publicity and all that stuff. He was very conscious of that. So you'd think, but anyhow. Marcel says, seems like they will turn his home studio into a museum. Yeah, and they're releasing information every day. Like apparently he was a huge benefactor to many people and charities and organizations anonymously. Was always like donating to different causes and stuff like that, and was really big in philanthropy, but didn't always let people know. People didn't always know that it was coming from him, because he wasn't trying to get any sort of like publicity about it. He just wanted to help people. Well, no, Boot and Swede, they're not going after the money, but his family has to file paperwork because there's a lot of, somebody's got to make decisions about, because it's a business too. All of his sales and music, somebody's got to make decisions. So the family is united as a unit. They're not fighting, but they also have to protect themselves because there'll be people when something like this happens, especially with no will. There's people who try to make fake claims and make things up. So, hey Blair, thank you for checking in. So they have to also protect themselves so that they can, but the family is apparently united and all good. So that's good. But they have to have legal paperwork because there's music rights and sales and things that continue on. Even that stuff will be continuing for years, decades. So somebody has to be in control of that. Otherwise, they're vulnerable to people. So, and I'm sure he's probably, I bet it's still very odd that he didn't have a will, but I'm sure his family will take care of things. But great to see you, Blair Cooper, and thank you for your help yesterday. Oh, and Blair, you weren't here earlier, just wanted to remind you, I have a late doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I will not be able to get back in time for the show. So no Wednesday show. I will be back on Thursday. Boot and Swede says he's going to put me in his will. Okay, you heard it, everybody. Boot and Swede says he's putting me in his will. Thank you, Boot and Swede. That I'm honored. Though, let's hope you live a very, very, very long time. But that's sweet. Anyone else? Anyone else who feels like putting me in their will? Go right ahead. I will not refuse. But please don't leave me anything like your bug collection or or your collection of 5 million bottle caps. Hi, Wing Doggy. Linda says she has her dog's ashes in there. Yes, and Linda, just to be clear, I don't want your dog's ashes, but maybe you should be buried with them. Marcel says, what about my stamp collection? David Jones says he's going to leave me his beer can collection that he's been collecting for the last 30 years and has never been washed. Yes. And I think Blair and Bobby Swede both play guitar. Bobby says, Blair, do you like older guys who fart a lot? Yeah. Bobby's looking for a bandmate. as long as you have a well-ventilated rehearsal room. And Blair says, not only is he going to put me in his will, but he will name me the executor of his estate, and that I will be in charge of the massive debt that he leaves behind. Oh! Oh! And Blair says he's going to have to pass on his gas. On the gas, Bobby Swede. Sorry. There's no ventilation in his studio. Oh, you guys are funny. Yes, Bobby's going to send me his collection he's been making of mason jars filled with his fresh farts. Bobby has been for years, for scientific reasons, collecting his fresh farts in a mason jar and quickly sealing it. Ah! So that someday you can make a perfume that smells like no. Oh! He's gonna mail him. He'll mail them to anyone who misses him. So, all right. So it's 5:45. I'm just about to sign off, but I will not be here tomorrow. I will be back on Thursday. So I wanted to thank you guys for coming to see me because you're awesome. I will also put a reminder on Twitter in the morning tomorrow, just in case, and for anyone who isn't here. Let me say goodbye Let me say goodbye to everybody. Allure Star and Shocker and Sturgis. Blair says this show is digressing rapidly. Sorry. Sometimes I am an immature child. Guilty. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Allure Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Thesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip Chandler and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Tomlinson and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Asher Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimmis and Sturgis Guy and Blair Cooper and Boot and Sweet and Teases and Sam and St. Clinton and Brett and Terry Sue and Cosmic Joe and Red Stapler and John McCain and N1QOV and Jay Dahlman and Wing Doggy. Marcel wrap the names. Marcel, unfortunately, I'm not that talented. I don't think I can rap at all. Alright. Alright, let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Alright, kisses for everybody. Linda says she is also a terrible rapper. So am I. Though nobody is surprised by those revelations. Bye. Bye. I love you guys. I'll see you on Thursday. All right. Bye. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Bye, YouTube.